I saw an interview not too long ago with Elon Musk, and he had his robots in the back, and he said everybody's going to have a robot. Everybody, not just professionals or whatever. Of course, the fact is there are lots of robots out there. They don't look like his, but they've been making drinks and cleaning up rooms and everything else for a long time. There's a new book out about robots, Future Proof or Fall Behind. Robotics expert weighs in on why businesses must get smart about about automation. For 17 years in the robotics industry, we've been following Elad Inbar, who's CEO of Robot Lab, and he joins us right now. It's good to have you with us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So congratulations on the new book. So 17 years in the making. The robots of today are a lot different from what they were 17 years ago, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they are totally different, and they're changing. This industry is changing faster than the cellular phone and smartphone industry. Literally every week we have a new robot, a new technology that is being introduced. AI is definitely pushing both the capability and the availability of robots and what they can do for us.
Musk's robots look like they did in the movies, in the science fiction movies or something. But the fact is, most of these robots are not. I mean, they're sort of automated arms and things that do lifting and cleaning, aren't they?
So the robots that are commercially available today are mainly cleaning robots for large spaces. They are delivery robots that can move boxes from place to place or food in a restaurant. They are cooking robots and security and these kind of things. They are not humanoid robots, so they don't look like a human. Not yet, at least. The humanoid robots are coming really, really fast. Elon Musk's, Optimus, that's the name of the robot, is definitely one of the most advanced one out there. We started seeing videos of these robots doing autonomous things, but still not really useful yet. But it's coming really, really fast. There are a few companies that are working on solutions. And we are going to see, as you mentioned at the beginning from his interview, we are going to see robots in every house. Everyone will want basically a full, housekeeper in a way for roughly $1,000 a month. It can do everything from the laundry to unload the dishwasher to, whatever you need.
So what's the catalyst? Is it these high-speed NVIDIA type artificial intelligence chips, or is it is it funding? What is the catalyst that's going to make this?
Absolutely. So there are two things that practically unlock this big potential. And again, I'm in this industry for many, many years, and we haven't seen any explosion like what we are seeing right now, like literally like never. And what drives all of that is the computing power, the availability of computing power that allows, robots to understand the environment way better than what it was before. So just to give you an example, if you're talking about this humanoid robot that needs to be in, let's say, our living room, right, and try to help us, sort the mess or put the dirty dishes in the dishwasher or whatnot, there is a lot of understanding that needs to happen, right? When, we look at the floor and we see a black thing. What is this black thing? Is this a cushion, from the sofa? Is this a carpet? Can I step on it, right? Should it be moved somewhere else?
Is it the family pet?
Exactly. Oh, it's a pet. Exactly. It's my, lazy cat that doesn't move, all day. So all of these type of things were not available until literally past couple of years because of computing power. Until the past couple of years, we had to use cloud services. So the robot was basically taking videos or pictures or whatnot, sending it to some supercomputer in the cloud. Over there, the calculation is being made, and the result, the analysis, is being sent back to the robot how to interact with that object. But today, we can do all of that right there on spot on the robot.
Right.
So the interactivity, the availability, and the use cases that these things open are just endless.
So the technology is there, or it's catching up rapidly. But what about price compression? I mean, it's one thing to be able to build something, but it's another to make it affordable.
Yeah. So this is something that I think we don't really appreciate how much more technology we're getting for the same price. Think about your smartphone, for example. It doesn't matter if it's Android or Apple or whatnot. Um, for roughly $1,000, that's the price point. We're getting a smartphone, but today's smartphones are 10,000, 100,000 times faster than the ones a decade ago. Okay, and a decade ago, it also cost $1,000. Okay, today we can do way more things with that. As an example, my father is blind, and he has an app that can basically describe the entire environment for him. Tell him where to go, what to avoid. When he holds something, it can read the labels for him. All of this was not even a possibility, a few years ago, because the technology and the computing power and everything became so much, more powerful over these years. And the price point stayed the same, and I
Yeah.
expect that to be the same going forward. I don't think we'll drop to $50 smartphone, but we'll get literally rocket science level of computing power in our hands.
So, what areas benefit the most? I mean, we're well aware that Amazon is using these sort of robots to,
Mm-hmm.
move devices around in their warehouse, and I noticed you've worked with Marriott and Disney and Hilton and some others. So, the
Mm-hmm.
hospitality and leisure industry, we even had a guy on. We had a guy on from Italy who makes a robotic bartender that'll make drinks for people. But what area benefits the most, and what will be the sort of lead of this? Is it the warehouse industry with Amazon?
So where we see most of our sales, our deployments, is where labor is in big, shortage. We have, especially in the Western world, we have a basically, toxic combination of, people that don't want to do the jobs.
Yeah.
No one wants to push a vacuum cleaner in a hotel anymore. No one wants to, bust dirty dishes back to the dishwashing station, and no one wants to move boxes in warehouses. And the ones that do want to do that, they are requesting too much money for that the business owners cannot pay. And this is where robots come in and help. They basically help with the mundane tasks, the dull tasks that don't require any special skills, and they can automate all of these basic tasks. This is where we are today. But as we move forward, robots will step into more and more cognitive tasks, and
Yeah.
help us with many other tasks that will basically not even a possibility today. I just heard a couple of days ago, California approved Tesla's self-driving taxis, and these are cars that drive with no one inside and can
Right.
become your taxi. And again, I'm not saying that we can't find taxi drivers or Uber drivers or whatnot, but technology is stepping up into areas that was exclusively owned in a
You know,
way by people.
when the personal computer business first started, and it was apparent that it was going to take off, there were dozens of companies that were sort of moving along parallel paths. I mean, even Radio Shack and
Mm-hmm.
Commodore and lots of companies that disappeared along the way. And same thing's true with, cell phones. I mean, Nokia cell phones are not as popular as they used to be. They used to be a jillion.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what's going on here? Are there lots of companies moving at parallel paths, or has somebody taken off?
There are, let's call it tectonic shifts in the economy. We don't see all of them yet, but a lot of things are changing because the value proposition is changing drastically. Things that were, used to be, commodity, right, in a way, now becoming, uh, basically in full abundance for everyone. Just give you an example. Think about, AI as general. In general, this is technologies that basically touches everything. It's kind of like an operating system. It's an underlying layer under everything. It improves, technology. It improves medicine. It improves, housekeeping. It improves accounting. You name it. When technologies until now, came to be, they were focused on one vertical, right? So if you had, even a robot, right? If you had a robotic arm, you could work in in a factory producing cars and these kind of things. But that's about it. It never stepped into hospitality. It never stepped into hospitals or many other areas. And today, AI is kind of like the underlying layer that lifts everything with it. So the industry as a whole is changing. Every industry, every vertical inside the industry is changing. And I think most of the people don't appreciate how fast things are happening right now. But we start seeing this, little sprouts, right? That
Yeah.
grew from these seeds in many different industries, from cleaning to delivery, cooking, security, and even firefighting. Everything can benefit from the benefit, that AI and computing power brings to the
Well,
market.
you were there early on, 17 years, and all of a sudden it
Yep.
seems to be flourishing. It's really you're right. It's really going to be fun to look at the applications that come out over the next couple of 3 years. Elad Inbar is the CEO of Robot Lab and author of the new book Future Proof or Fall Behind. Thanks a lot for the time. It's fun to think about.
Yeah, thank you. And I want everyone to really think about embedding that in their life, because the opportunity here is enormous
I'm
to
gonna
make our lives better
I'm gonna go
wherever we do.
I'm gonna go robot shopping right away for News Radio 1080 KRLD.